Alrighty, y'all, it is Wednesday, October the 29th, and you know what? The struggle is not a flex. Alrighty, my friends, here we go. The struggle is not a flex, okay? Suffering is not a flex. And I know we live in a country that's been hijacked by a certain type of faith that loves to tell everyone that they shouldn't have, right? God says don't live off the government. That's nowhere in there, but they're busy telling you that, okay? God said he don't like benefits. God said my taxes should be for me, okay? God says he don't like poor. God likes rich people in Bentleys. I mean, they're getting further and further away from what their own book says every single day because they don't read it. They pay some bald man behind a pulpit to tell them what he thinks it says, and he thinks it says, give me all your money, okay? I just want to point out that the same people behind the pulpits and the same people with the fist-sized crossed earrings clapping, all right, telling you that you don't deserve any sort of assistance are the same ones who fully enjoy tax exemption, which makes them the leeches on society, which makes them the people pouring their untaxed dollars into political influence and then telling you that you don't deserve a break, telling you that the struggle and the suffer is the way it's supposed to be, while these folks run around in private jets and gold Bentleys telling you to suffer harder, okay, and give them more of your money. Darling, enough is enough, okay? The struggle is not a flex. You should not have to work 3-4 jobs and then brag that you still can't pay your bills, but at least you're not applying for benefits. You're not applying for SNAP. Everyone else should struggle just like you. You're not. Okay, no, why are we shaming something that should be a given? We live in a nation full of people wearing crosses saying food is not a right. Food's not a right. Okay? All right. And the very same people saying that are the ones that'll be the first ones heading to the stores when it's their benefits that get cut. Because again, these are the same people that thought Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act were two different things. They think the food programs are different and didn't realize it was going to affect them until they got their messages this week and went, oh, us too? Yeah, y'all too. Okay. The struggle is not a flex. Suffering is not a flex, okay? Demonizing poverty, not a flex. And again, I used to be one of these people. I used to be a pick-me, stay-at-home wife that used to talk about how your purpose was just being a beautiful, skinny incubator that took care of a man. Absolutely. I know it doesn't seem like it now, but I used to be. I also used to be one of those, hey, I don't use help. I don't need benefits. You can do better. I don't want my dollars. So it's very easy. It's very easy, especially if you were raised in it, to just keep repeating the stuff that you've heard your whole life from everyone else around you who's just as hateful and petty and interested in watching other people suffer. You are watching the chosen people cause mass suffering to their joy and entertainment, all right? And you're afraid to take the wheel as they drive it right over the cliff. It's not a flex. Bad relationships, staying in a bad relationship, parenting. You guys have seen me. I've been talking about my most toxic and narcissistic ex who is not on court orders, who has never had to fight me to see his daughter, who has gotten nothing but coolness and leniency from me. And now that the things have flipped because, yeah, I used to be one of the corporate baddies making 6 figures, flexing that I didn't have to collect the state amount of child support that I was owed because I could afford to not have to do that. Darling, don't take it from me. Do not make that mistake. Even if you can afford to raise your own kids without help, go make him pay. Because let me tell you, if anything ever happens, he's not going to be grateful for the fact that you were cool. He's not going to be grateful for the fact that you didn't put him on orders before. He's not going to be grateful for anything you did. He is now going to be upset, and he's going to go to all the other toxic red pill men and the side pieces that he's cheating on his wife with to complain about how this delusional woman is coming for his money and leaving out all of the rest. And you will be the villain and you will be the bad guy. And it doesn't matter if you were cool and lenient. Doesn't matter if you made your own money and now you're asking for a little help for their own kids. Doesn't matter. Okay. And these are the people who consider themselves superior and chosen and better than everyone else. And okay. All right. It's not a flex. It's not a flex. They're not going to appreciate it. You're just harming yourself down the line. And that is speaking from experience as someone who did not go get the money she was owed during the time when she was making her own. So she felt like she didn't need it. And now I got to deal with the aftermath of, oh, okay, really? oh, I'm all these words and names and slurs because I said, can you help your own daughter a little bit? Never mind. Never mind. You're going to expose me now. Okay. All right. They have to be the victims. It's not a flex. It's not a flex. It's a trap. Okay. Same thing for bad relationships. And we're tying in the steeple people again, because these are the main ones that are going to convince you that you need to stay in that bad relationship because there's a prize in the afterlife. If you just suffer now, again, them and their theme of suffering is good for the people they don't like, for the people they don't respect. These are the same people that can't stand being inconvenienced in the slightest when it's them. These are the same people that walk into a store and get mad if they don't see enough Bibles or crosses for them in this public space or what have you. So again, it's not a flex. It's not a flex. The people telling you it's a flex are full of shit and couldn't walk a day in your shoes. Okay? The people telling you you need to stop being lazy and get off those benefits couldn't walk a day in your shoes. The people smugly sitting back telling you this, that, and the other about yourself would not last 48 hours in your life. Okay? Okay, so just let them talk. Let them talk. Let them point. Let them say whatever. It's not a flex. It is not a flex to be suffering in a nation that's supposed to be the greatest. It's not a flex to be struggling in a place that's supposed to be first world. We've got bases all over the place. We've got unlimited billions for other nations. We are supporting an entire nation that gets all of the things that we're not allowed to have here. We pay for their health care. They get checks when they have babies. We pay for, okay, the things that we fund for everyone and everything else, luxury jets, private bunkers, ballrooms, whatever. They have money for everything, but not for you to go to the doctor. They have money for everything, but not for your kid to eat. You need to suffer. You need to pull yourself up. How dare you expect taxpayer dollars to cover your cereal? Why are you able to buy sugary stuff? Okay? It's so bad that these people are creating, again, your tax dollars, if you're still paying them, I don't know why, notice how that's not shut down. They're still taking money. You're still getting letters from the IRS. Like I said, that's not shut down. Okay. These people are doing all of this, taking this money and putting it into bots that aren't real, that are pushing bigoted ideology, AI videos of black women looking haggard, just filling every stereotype. What do you mean I can't buy chips and soda? And these people think it's real. They're having whole discussions right now going, oh, you can't buy soda on Snap anymore? That was an AI video. That was an AI video. Shaquanda, I don't have to pay your 8 kids. That was an AI video. Not real. None of us are taking to the internet and saying it's your job to pay for my kids. We don't do that. I know who does, though. I know who does insist that their life is the responsibility of someone else. The same people saying they don't want socialism. Yes, they do. They just want it for them only. They want clear only socialism. They want everyone else to leave so they can just get checks and send their children to work. They're already trying to do it. They're already looking for ways to send their kids to go work instead of school. These are the builders of civilization, okay? They want to get rid of all the workers and then use their own children for labor, still not themselves. Those are the people telling you that the struggle and the suffer is something good, okay? The ones that can't be bothered, the ones that can't be touched, the ones that as soon as they are slightly inconvenienced, they're ready to burn the world down because how dare someone tell me no? How dare I not get something? These farmers that are mad at you for not buying their expensive beef right now, they're not mad at the system. I mean, some of them are, but you're starting to see it. They're getting that self-righteous, oh, so you can buy expensive coffee but not expensive beef? Bitch, not my job to buy from you. That they are entitled, and those are the people telling you that the struggle is a flex, okay? That suffering is a flex. The very same people who don't want to be affected by the consequences of their own decisions that they were clapping and dancing for. And now they alone want to be saved, and they alone are getting in your face because God hates benefits. God hates the poor, okay? And also God wants to make sure that we're tax exempt. The struggle is not a flex. Suffering is not a flex, okay? Take off the rose-colored shades and see the ugly reality in full fluorescent lighting HD for what it is and act accordingly.